How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, make sure to go down and subscribe. Today we have a couple of things to address on the Miata. This car has been taken apart in terms of the interior for over a year now for certain reasons. We need to get this car back together because I'm starting to modify the car, and before I start losing things, I want the car to be whole once again. And today we're going to be taking a huge step into getting all of that done. Now I have a seat taken out of the car, the center console is taken out of the car, but those things don't really matter at this moment in time. But what does matter is the carpet is filthy. The carpet isn't even connected to the actual car, and it's missing the carpet in the rear there, and a couple of things underneath the dash, and even the dash itself is taken apart. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the seat out, we're going to clean the carpet, vacuum it out, and get it really nice and clean. Then we're going to get this hood back installed and do a couple of things underneath the dash. And we're also going to do a little bit of a car wash, but I think that's going to be tomorrow's agenda. In the last video, we installed this long 4-inch angled short shifter. In the next video, we're going to be installing a new steering wheel. That's why we need to be cleaning this interior out so we can get the new wheel in, get new bucket seats in, and get a roll cage in it. Less of a cage, more of a roll bar. I took the junk out of there, and all I have to do is get this seat out. When I replace these seats with buckets, I think I'm going to get all new hardware on these because these bolts have seen their better days. All 4 bolts are out, and I can simply just lift it. Coming here, we have all our detail stuff. We're going to need this right here. So in the matter of 5 seconds, the carpet's gonna go looking like this and clean just like that. I have not yet shampooed it, but we need to do one thing before I do that underneath the dash. So let's check it out. Also, the rain is supposed to come down. I haven't pulled the Bronco fully in yet, but I'll pull it in if it starts raining because I need the extra room to work on this car. What we need to address is this fuel pump relay right here. So this relay is actually supposed to be tucked up into here somewhere. Last year my fuel pump stopped priming. It was actually a crank position sensor that went bad, but I replaced the fuel pump relay as the first thing to see if that went bad, and that's the reason why my car wasn't receiving fuel. So the new relay is connected to the car and it's just hanging there. The old relay is actually still tucked up into the car, but what I am going to do is try to disconnect the new relay and plug the car back into the old relay, which is in the correct spot, so I don't have a relay just hanging here. They are a little tricky to get out, but there we go. Got it out. I've attempted that like 3 or 4 times, but I never got the relay out, and I'm so happy I finally did, so it's not just gonna be dangling there anymore. But if we do come here and try to start the car, you won't hear the fuel pump going, and the car won't be getting any gas. Let's connect it and make sure the car works. Moment of truth right here. Perfect. Now for the spare parts we have. We have 2 pieces of foam, which go behind this piece right here, which go behind the seats. We have the trim for the door sills right here. We have the dead pedal. We have a couple of rubber. We have a rubber piece from the clutch and some nuts and bolts for the seats, and to put everything back together. And you're probably thinking you have everything you need? Well, no, there's a couple of things missing, mainly some insulation and 1 or 2 other things. Now, obviously with the rest of the trim, they would be taken out, but there would usually be a metal piece here that said Miata. The thing I don't know is if that came in all of the cars. Did all of the Miatas have a kick plate there? I don't know. But I want to install them, and that's one of the things that I'm missing. The other thing is, if we lift the carpet here, you can see all of the insulation I ripped out because it got old. I would love to replace this carpet, but a new carpet costs like $300 or $400, and I just don't want to spend that or need to spend it on this car. I think the carpet will come out nicely, but I am going to go ahead and order some new insulation and clean all of this dirty stuff up on both sides. Now that 1 piece of insulation I do have goes right here, and I think I'm just gonna keep it because why spend the extra money? There's plastic clips that go into here, but the other thing is this is bad in the car. So I need to look at either a new option for this carpet piece here, whether I replace it or whether I glue it back together. I was planning to change the gauges and potentially go with white gauges, but right now I'm not going to be addressing those. That's a smaller thing that'll come later. And the hood of the speedometer keeps falling. Not only because all of the brackets are snapped, which is very, very common, but also have the bolts taken out of it. After doing some digging and the screws not working, doing some sizing and whatnot, I can actually see the plastic from here is broken. If you can get
in there and see. There's supposed to be a little plastic retainer there that you can see the little mark from.
In the hole, there's supposed to be a little tiny bit where you can go up and put the screw into that connects the gauge and holds it in, which isn't there anymore. So that is a little unfortunate. That means at one point I will have to get a new gauge hood, which is like $60 or something like that. A little double-sided tape on the back end over here, and I think we're all good to go, honestly. Now all we have to do is wipe this filthy interior down on the top, shampoo the carpets, and we're pretty much done. And I've achieved what I wanted to do today. Really simply just examining everything that I need to order for the car to put the carpet back and putting all the rest of the pieces that I took out during the winter back into the car. We can just come here, spray this down with literally whatever. This piece is made of metal. Kind of just wipe it down and clean it. We're never really gonna see it. The backside you can see is disgusting. I'm actually gonna hose that down outside and then wipe it down again inside. Just like that, you can see how much cleaner it is. Take this dirty rag that I dried off my cars with the other day to dry this off one time. Anyways, it's all clean, so we can just simply put it back. And just like that, the plate's installed. Now we take the dirty rag, the semi-clean side, and wipe all of this down. And now we just apply a little bit here, and we can wipe down the whole dash. And now that we're all done with that, we hit the carpet with a little bit of this and wipe it all down. We gotta let that sit and soak in for just a minute. This is not the final detail. There's going to be one more detail before we install the bucket seats. When we get the new insulation in underneath, I probably will make an update video on that just because this is kind of the update video. I wanted to just work on my car and I thought, why not make a video on it at the same time? Just small things that some people might find interesting. At the very least, you get a little update on the car. I'm going to order all of the small little bits I need, mainly the foam and the kick plates, which are pretty expensive actually. They're like $90 to $100. When the foam comes, I'm going to clean it thoroughly, get all that surface rust out of there, and have just new foam padding, which is going to be awesome. Well, that's basically been the video of kind of changing the fuel pump, cleaning the interior, cleaning the dash off, and talking about some things that are missing. If you guys did enjoy this video, please do me a huge favor and subscribe. I know this wasn't the most fun video, but more fun videos are coming soon. Just a rainy day that I thought I would make use of. Leave a like, subscribe. See you guys in the next video.